I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
81 is where the hopes and dreams of the Democratic Party come to die.
Yeah! Jimmy Patronis won a vacant House seat in Florida to replace former Congressman Matt Gaetz, while fellow Republican Randy Fine won the other open House seat, replacing National Security Advisor Mike Waltz.
Now it's incumbent upon me over the next 2 years to show you that I am worthy of that trust.
Both were backed by President Trump, and both beat Democrats Gabe Alamont and Josh Weil, who'd outspent them by about 14 points, giving the GOP a little bigger House majority. But Democrats celebrated in Wisconsin after Susan Crawford beat Trump and Elon Musk-backed conservative Brad Schimmel in a state Supreme Court race that'll keep that court liberal-leaning. This is what the president calls Liberation Day, readying new tariffs on imports.
President Trump had proposed reciprocal tariffs, putting the same duties on imports a country charges for American exports, but has backed off a bit, now suggesting in some cases U.S. tariffs will be kinder. In addition, tariffs are also being imposed on steel, aluminum, cars and trucks, and lumber.
Fox's Jared Halpern of the White House. Now that Israel's war in Gaza is back on, it's going to expand.
The goal, says Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, is to seize large areas of the Gaza Strip, with troops ordered to crush and clean the area of terrorists. Minister Katz also appealing to Gazans to expel Hamas and return all remaining hostages. The militant group still holds 59 captives, of whom 24 are believed to be still alive.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Actor Val Kilmer has died. He played Batman, Jim Morrison in The Doors. He was Iceman in the Top Gun movie and played him again in a sequel a few years ago.
The Navy needs Maverick.
That was Kilmer's last role as voice weekend after throat cancer. Val Kilmer's daughter says he died of pneumonia at age 65. America's listening to Fox News.
Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
I'm Ben Domenech, Fox News contributor and editor of the Transom.com daily newsletter, and I'm inviting you to join a conversation every week with the smartest thinkers out there about the issues Americans face and where we're going as a nation. This show will feature deep dive interviews with newsmakers and some of your favorite Fox News analysts. I hope you'll join me as we dive into the fray. It's the Ben Domenech Podcast.
Subscribe and listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download podcasts.
China continues to play war games near Taiwan, the self-ruled island backed by the U.S. It considers Chinese territory. There are dozens of ships and warplanes conducting these military drills for China near Taiwan. And here in the U.S., President Trump's choice to lead the military as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff went before the Senate. A confirmation hearing for retired Air Force Lieutenant General Dan Kane.
During his testimony, General Kane made his view on politics and the military very clear.
The nation and the Constitution all require a nonpartisan military.
He also stressed to the committee what he sees as the main role of the Joint Chiefs Chairman.
To provide a range of options for the president to consider and then allow him to select whatever those options will work best for him.
General Kane also promised that when advising the president, he will be very forthcoming.
Candor has gotten me here today, and candor will continue to allow me to do my job moving forward.
He did admit that he was surprised to be nominated. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
The man charged with murdering United Healthcare CEO outside a New York City hotel last year, Luigi Mangione, could get the death penalty. That's what Attorney General Pam Bondi is directing federal prosecutors to seek. Mangione also facing a state murder charge. Also in New York, some other inmates will get out early.
The state prison system just doesn't have enough guards to go around after firing more than 2,000 corrections officers who went on strike over poor working conditions. Prison wardens have been directed to start identifying inmates convicted of minor crimes who are already close to their parole dates. Violent criminals, including convicted sex offenders, are not eligible for early release. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are down after a mixed start to April following the March sell-off. The Dow lost another 11 points, but the Nasdaq gained 150. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The State Department of Health has confirmed 4 cases of measles in Tennessee. The Herald-Citizen reported Tuesday that 2 of the cases are in the Upper Cumberland. The other 2 cases reported in the Mid-Cumberland region. The Department of Health said there is an ongoing national measles outbreak involving over 480 cases in 20 states. Cookeville may soon become one of just a few cities in the country using AI to improve traffic flow at intersections. The City Council will consider tomorrow purchasing the AI system contract for $69,000. It would monitor a total of 5 intersections throughout the city. The town of Monterey's Board of Mayor and Aldermen will consider next week a proposal to extend water lines to a number of homes near the Putnam-White County line. The town's water consultant announced Monday that the project would cost between $100,000 and $500,000. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here, or Jason and John Norris today. Sheila's off. She's had a bit of a family emergency, and she's watching or listening. And at the hospital she's at with her family and Tim's family. We just hope that they know that our thoughts and prayers are with them today as they go through some things that aren't really pleasant. And it's not my story to tell, but when Sheila gets back, I'm sure she'll let you know what all went on.
Yeah, praying for you, Sheila.
But Sheila's okay.
Yeah,
I want to put that out there. Just a little family deal that's going through. But John Norris joined us today on Good Morning Cookeville, of course, here in the Willow Window Studio. It's beautiful as always.
Thank you.
And I've been telling people about the summer space, but maybe a little bit later on you can expand on what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do boring stuff later.
Yeah. That's not boring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I think it's neat.
Anything that has summer and space in it.
Yeah. A few things you need to know. It's opening day for the Charlotte. That's in Monterey. It's a locally owned boutique specializing in home decor, jewelry, women's and children's clothing and accessories. It's in the old Goff pharmacy building. So I'm looking forward to apparently they've redone the
Monterey's on the up,
entire inside. Yeah.
It's awesome.
There's have you been to the Italian restaurant?
I have not.
Oh, dude.
I know.
You're completely missing out.
I met that guy a couple years ago.
Carmine?
Yeah.
He's cool.
He's got the coolest shoes.
Cool shoes and the coolest accent too. Like that's how you know it's for real Italian.
I talked to him for like 15 minutes and I don't think he understood a word I said.
And you didn't understand what he said?
No, but it was a great conversation.
Speaking of Monterey, they got 2 huge events coming up in April, the GNCC racing event and also an adventure rally as well. Thousands of people will be in Monterey mid-April and at the end of April.
Is that at the Landers
KTM, and then the GNCC race will be at the Old Gray.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I think there's a concert after the race.
Nice.
And I forgot who that is.
Yeah, Cooper was telling me we're going to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'd never been to a GNCC race, so I didn't know what it was until last year.
Yeah.
And Chris, or Plainard, our friend Chris, is like, no, you should come and see this.
Dude, it's wild.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was,
especially in person.
Yeah, because they come flying by and they're going at a great rate of speed.
Yes.
But then they go up into the woods at the same rate of speed, and like they're over rocks and trees, and I mean, you name it. Yeah. And it's the craziest thing
ever, but I'm just not brave enough, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Guess what's coming to Sparta? You'll never guess. You'll never guess, John. Fine, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Waffle House.
I'm beside myself.
Dude, that's huge news for Sparta.
I thought one closed in Sparta.
No.
No?
Oh, they've never had a
that
Waffle
was a
House.
Pizza Hut.
Was it a Pizza Hut that closed?
There on the right, past McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's been gone for
Has
a
it?
minute. Yeah.
So, I like Waffle House.
I think the only sit-down Pizza Hut anymore is in Jamestown.
Man, I miss that.
I think they still do the buffet, and I think they still have the sit-down.
Livingston has one.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if they have the jukebox at the table and the all-you-can-eat buffet.
I think Jamestown still does.
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah. Every time I'm in Jamestown, that's what I end up doing. So anyway, congratulations to Sparta getting a Waffle House. It'll be the only 24/7 restaurant in Sparta.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So if you're out late partying it up on the mean streets of Sparta.
They're on the up too, man.
Man, I love going to Sparta.
Yeah.
All the towns really are.
They got a great Italian place. They got the new wing and burger place.
Yeah. My favorite in Sparta is Yanni's.
Yes, that's good.
That house pizza they got is the best.
Yeah.
If you got a cool car and you want to show it off, the Poke Salad Car Show is coming up. You can register your car for $20, and you can go to givebutter.com/PS Car Show. That's givebutter.com/PSC Car Show.
What's the coalition there?
Give Butter is just a way that you can sign up for things. It's just a sign up website that allows you to take donations.
Gotcha.
So
is that at the Poke Salad Festival?
Yeah, it is. And the Poke Salad Festival was so close to dying off. Then some other people picked it up and are really going hard at it.
My friends Bo and Kara Smith, they dropped off a
really?
Yeah, catalog yesterday.
And so
I'm gonna advertise on that. That's pretty good.
I think it's one of the longest running festivals in the state, if I'm not mistaken. But it's always been fun to go to. They used to do the outhouse races.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they still do or not, but if they do, we should get a team together.
I'm in.
All right.
You have to be careful with that.
Why is that?
The outhouse race.
Well, it doesn't have to be a used outhouse. It can just be fresh built just for the race.
And also poke salad. You have to be careful with that.
You got to cook it just right.
You got to cook it just right.
This is such a cool story. Anna Walker and Grant Slatton, both basketball players, Tennessee Tech, and from the Upper Cumberland. And, of course, Anna Walker, she got her OVC championship ring. Well, she got another ring.
Oh, boy.
Grant got on one knee.
No way.
Popped the question to Anna Walker. Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
Two Golden Eagles after the season. They're like, you know what? Let's get married.
This is going to be a Hallmark movie at one point.
It should. And think how good at basketball.
Their kids?
Right.
Yeah.
Hope they're recruiting right now. They need to be there as soon as the baby's. She's not even pregnant yet, but it's something we need to be thinking about.
You know something that we don't know?
No. I'm just thinking ahead.
Did this ring come because of?
No, it did not. It came out of love and basketball.
I love it.
And now I will say, Grant. Anna Walker can block some. She was blocking shots.
Who's better?
Ooh, I don't know. They're both really good at basketball. But now Anna Walker blocking shots.
Stud.
she's a stud.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So there's the things you need to know. Coming up next, we've got Your 2 Cents. That's brought to you by our friends down in Sparta at Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street. Huge selection of guns and ammo, like a overwhelming amount.
Pawn shops are just fun to go in.
Have you been there to Freedom Pawn yet?
Yes.
You would enjoy it for sure.
No, it's great. Yeah. And the people that own it, they're fantastic.
Absolutely. And great items they have for sale there. So stop by and see them. Freedom Pawn, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. Your 2 cents coming up next on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it. Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Please visit our website at jerrywhitsonrdcoc.org and join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, as we study through the Gospel of Matthew right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Every day in Tennessee brings something new. Some moments we plan for, like getting the key to your new home. Others catch us by surprise, like a rainy day fender bender. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance is there to make sure the important things like auto, home, life, and small business are well protected. So, no matter what life brings, peace of mind will always be part of the plan. Visit FBITN.com to find the right coverage for your auto, home, life, or business. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
All of us need to be prepared to defend ourselves and our families, and we need to start with the less lethal option to avoid the legal complications associated with firearms. Byrna has their less lethal pistol launcher. It is equipped with tear gas and kinetic ammunition. It is designed to incapacitate any attacker for up to 40 minutes. Go to their website, byrna.com/Hannity. Right now, you'll get 10% off. Let me tell you this Byrna story. Bob was at home. An intruder physically forced his way inside. Now, luckily, Bob had just received his Byrna 4 days prior to this incident, and he used it to get the man outside and off of his property. There's no background check needed. It can be shipped directly to your door. Visit Byrna.com/Hannity. Get 10% off your purchase, or visit their retail location in Franklin at 330 Mayfield Drive and test them out yourself. Byrna, where safety meets responsibility and preparation meets peace of mind.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Sheila's off today, but the lovely, talented John Norris is filling in for her today. John, thank you so much for doing that.
You bet. I could never fill these shoes over here.
No, of course not.
No.
Little Miss Sunshine, not happening. Freedom Pawn down in Sparta brings you your 2 cents. Question up on Facebook if you want to go find it. It's at Good Morning Cookeville or at 1077 and 1400 The Hub. What's the one thing you must do each night before you sleep? We were just talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever know when I fall asleep.
No.
Donna just wakes me up and tells me to go to bed. Then if I'm still kind of awake, I'll have a drink of water.
Yep, that's
but,
me.
But a lot of times I just go lay back down.
Yeah. I honestly do know when I go to sleep because Brittany elbows me really hard. Because evidently I snore a little bit right when I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I always know when she's asleep first because I don't ever get woke up right after I go to sleep.
Whenever I start snoring, Dawn will be like, she says my name real loud, Jason, turn over.
Yeah.
And then I remember that part, and I remember turning over, but then I don't remember anything after.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I go back to sleep pretty quick.
You listen.
I do exactly what she says.
In that tone.
Yeah, if she says your name loudly. Brad Tester says, let the dog out.
Okay.
Sheila Caudle, brush your teeth.
Oh.
Yeah. Jim Hager says, fluff my pillow. Johnny Ferguson says, turn off the TV. I never turn the TV off. TV's got to stay on the whole night.
The whole night?
I can't sleep.
You mean like it's on all night?
There's got to be some sort of sound happening or I can't sleep.
What channel?
It depends. You know, Donna, she'll change it to whatever. We can't watch death shows because Donna has death dreams.
Yee.
And we can't keep it on the news because it makes Donna mad. Because she's a light sleeper, so she hears all this stuff while she's sleeping. And then, so, like last night, we just had reruns of Frasier playing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's good sleeping.
That's good sleeping.
I do. The reason I like the death shows is the guy who narrates them.
Oh, he puts you right to sleep.
He puts me right to sleep. He was a quiet man on a quiet street. Yes, he was.
Remember the old days when just the beep and all the colors come on the...
Yeah, they'd play the national anthem and then
Yes.
color bars all night.
Man, those were the good old days.
I don't miss that.
You don't?
No.
I kind of digged it.
I mean, I don't miss that.
Then you would actually have to turn off the TV.
Right.
Okay, that's why.
But my ears ring too much. So if complete silence just makes the ringing louder.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Maybe a noise machine.
I've tried that.
Well, a white noise.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Scott York, he has to go potty.
Okay.
That's a good one. Michael Trowbridge, thank God I got to live another day. I got to get better at that.
Yeah.
Thomas Bandy says pray.
You know, it's funny. All these things, I think we do. But like right before bed.
Well, if I do too much before going to bed, then all that does is wake me up.
Yeah.
And then I'm up.
Oh, bowl of cereal.
I can't do that right before bed. No. Not right before bed. Maybe like an hour before, but
That used to be my thing.
Angie Walters checks all the doors.
Gotta check the doors.
Yeah. Donna does that. She'll check all the doors. And then if for some reason we're in bed and she doesn't know if they're locked,
she gets back up.
She gets back up, go check.
Gotta keep the boogers out.
Sydney Elam says pray. Jennifer Sailing says turn on the fan. I even take one with me when I travel. Not a fan guy.
Hot blooded.
I sleep with my eyes open a little bit.
Your eyes get dry.
They dry out if there's a fan.
So you sleep with your eyes open, the TV on.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you like some superhero?
I'm a weirdo, apparently. Kim Hallmeyer says, thank God for waking me up that day. Kevin Tandy Sr. says, kiss my wife goodnight. Absolutely.
Husband of the year.
Yeah. I forever since getting up, I would always give Donna a kiss goodbye every morning.
Yeah.
You know, and of course we've been married now for almost 10 years. And so, you know, at the 10-year mark, your romance level starts to dwindle, I guess.
Yeah.
And so the other morning I was kissing her goodbye and she's like, can we not do that anymore? because it wakes me up and I can't go back to sleep. That'll hurt my feelings a little bit.
Yeah. I try to kiss Brittany goodnight sometimes, and some of the comments I get are, get away from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Leave me alone.
We need counseling. No, I'm just kidding.
Angela Blythe is go to the bathroom. Eileen Anderson, go to the bathroom. Couple more turn on the fan. Then I guess there's nighttime medicine that people take, like melatonin and stuff like that to go to sleep. So
gummies.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some gummies involved. What's the one thing you must do each night before you sleep? That's what's on Facebook. You can find that News Talk 107.7 at 1400 The Hub. Also at Good Morning Cookeville. Hub Plus, you can always find us somewhere doing something.
Yeah, tune into that.
Yeah, Hub Plus.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is. Oh, and tonight, especially with the storms possible.
Is that, are there tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Jeez.
Now, there's not a huge chance.
Yeah.
But I was watching our weatherman, Anthony Taylor from Upper Cumberland Weather yesterday, and he was saying that if there's he was getting technical, but there's a thing over here.
Front.
That's blocking this thing over here a little bit. If this thing over here moves over here just a hair, then our threat goes up. But if it moves back a little bit, our threat goes down. So either way, it says it's going to be real windy today and still a lot of rain. It's going to start raining today and rain all the way through Saturday morning or Sunday morning. I forgot what he said.
It's not what my weather app says.
Well, you need to start with.
However, this morning it was crazy wind.
Yeah.
Most people know it's going to storm. Like, you ever hear the people say, "Oh, my knee."
Yeah.
My elbow.
Uh-huh.
My forehead hurts. Like, for some reason, the last
sinus
while, I've never seen any weather like this.
It's sinus pressure. That's, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I had to doctor myself up today to get unstuffed up and my head quit hurting.
Yeah.
Because, we're stuck in the middle between two fronts, I guess. I don't know.
I've never done that nasal wash thing so many times.
Oh, the neti pot?
Yeah. I did it to my 6-year-old last night. He's like,
feels
I need
so weird.
The saline, just all the snot coming out.
Oh,
that's so gross.
That neti pot thing, it feels weird. It's gross. It works.
But it works.
But it's weird.
Yes.
Got some great guests coming up for you today. And I hope they bring the gold ball so we can see it.
Come on.
The Upperman boys basketball team will be here.
Wow.
After winning the state championship. So we'll get to talk to them. Mr. Basketball, Ty Cobb will be here.
Wow.
So that should be a bunch of fun. And a really cool event that they have at Tech every year called Window on the World. Elizabeth Andrews will be here to talk to us about that.
Window
to the world.
To the world.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll let me borrow that.
Willow window to the world.
Yeah.
Have you been to that yet?
No,
Ever?
man.
Oh man. It's all these different nationalities.
Okay.
And they all come to Tech, and you can sample their food and
I'm
their
in. Anything with the word window in
dance. And it's all authentic type food.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That is, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been twice, and both times it's been a blast.
Yeah, it's rare that you can get authentic, because we Americanize all this stuff.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Food That Built America.
Yeah.
It's like, the Chinese will bring something over, and in the late 1800s, and even then Americans like, yeah, that's good and all, but watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, you call that? We call this an egg roll.
Yeah. Panda.
Yeah, we made the egg roll. It's not. That's not from.
Right.
We did that.
Yeah. The good old days, it used to be cats and whatever they could find.
And then pizza. Yeah. Pizza did. There was a type of pizza that started in Italy, but the pizza that we know and love is from like Missouri.
For real?
Yeah.
I love
Like
pizza.
Kansas or someplace. It's from there. It's not.
Yeah.
I watched the whole that Food That Built America show. Have you ever watched any of those?
No,
oh man, you'd love it.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think it's on History or Discovery or someplace.
Okay.
It's pretty neat. Spoiler alert is coming up next. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music. I got some news there for you. Also, the real good. And we normally do Ask Sheila, but we'll ask John today. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Or we could turn the tables and I could ask Jason.
That's fine. We did
I'll
that
come up
last
with some-
week.
Oh, did you?
And I dominated.
Oh, challenge accepted.
So we'll do Ask Jason today if you want.
Okay.
So that's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. If you're looking for a real estate agent, give them a try. Or maybe you are a real estate agent and you're looking to make a change, or maybe you're looking to make a change in your career. Elevate can help you take care of all that too. Stop by and see them or call them. Find them online. Elevate Real Estate. It's Jason and Sheila's out today, but we have John Norris here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The State Department of Health has confirmed 4 cases of measles in Tennessee. The Herald Citizen reported Tuesday that 2 of the cases are in the Upper Cumberland. The other 2 cases reported in the Mid-Cumberland region. The Department of Health said there is an ongoing national measles outbreak involving over 480 cases in 20 states. Cookeville may soon become one of just a few cities in the country using AI to improve traffic flow at intersections. The City Council will consider tomorrow purchasing the AI system contract for $69,000 that would monitor a total of 5 intersections throughout the city. The town of Monterey's Board of Mayor and Aldermen will consider next week a proposal to extend water lines to a number of homes near the Putnam-White County line. The town's water consultant announced Monday that the project would cost between $100,000 and $500,000. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. On UCR last night, the Upperman Bees baseball team beat York Institute 7-2. The Bees didn't register their first hit of the game until the 5th inning. Alec Wilson got the win on the mound, going all 7 innings and tossing 13 strikeouts. Steph Curry led the Golden State Warriors to a 134-125 win against the Grizzlies yesterday. Curry scored 52 points and hit 12 threes in the win. With the win, the Warriors overtook the Grizzlies for 5th place in the Western Conference. Elsewhere in the NBA, the Magic beat the Spurs 116-105, Bulls over the Raptors 137-118, and the Knicks beat the 76ers 105-91. Nathan Eovaldi of the Texas Rangers threw the first complete game shutout of the MLB season last night, shutting out the Cincinnati Reds 1-0. Eovaldi allowed 4 hits and struck out 8 on 99 pitches. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Brewers beat the Royals 5-0, Angels topped the Cardinals in 11 innings 9-7, and the Rays shut out the Pirates 7-0. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Investors are waiting for details coming out today of the Trump administration's tariff plans. Gold prices have been rising to near records. Investors and business leaders are hoping for more clarity on the tariff plans. The European Union, Canada, and China have all said they plan to retaliate with their own tariffs on U.S. products. Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg appears before the Senate Commerce Committee today to answer questions on the company's recent safety issues. Visa wants to be Apple's credit card. The Wall Street Journal says Visa is offering Apple roughly $100 million for the business. Apple's shopping for a replacement for Goldman Sachs, which is ending its consumer credit business. Visa and American Express are hoping to take over from MasterCard. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda. Invested in you.
National security is at risk, and China controls most of the world's supply of antimony, a critical metal for military and defense technology. Military Metals Corp is taking action and securing a Western-controlled supply with projects in Europe and North America. Critical minerals are the backbone of modern defense. Now's the time to pay attention. The stock trades on the OTC under ticker MILIF. Call your broker today or go to www.militarymetalscorp.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. A wind advisory will go into effect later this morning. Winds will be out of the south today at 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 45 miles per hour expected. Skies will be partly sunny with highs soaring into the lower 80s. Thunderstorms will be possible tonight. Storms could be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes possible. Lows will be very mild in the upper 60s.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:36. Some storms and rain coming tonight, but today not going to be a bad day. Just windy, so be careful if you're out there. If you got a high-profile vehicle, especially. The other day when it was windy, I got behind one of those. You have some of them, those little box fans.
Yeah,
man, it was shaking them like crazy going down the road.
Yeah,
and of course I got a little low to the ground car, wasn't bothering me any, but watching that van go down the interstate, oh my gosh.
Wind and you're on your phone, that's a tough one.
That is a toughie. We shouldn't be on your phone.
No, you should never do that.
Unless you got the wireless thing, you can talk to your vehicle.
Man, every time I see a truck sway, as soon as I pass them, phone.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Yeah.
I used to be able to text and drive. I can't anymore. Those are the days. Time for a spoiler alert. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Pierce Brosnan's going to be on Stephen Colbert. And that's pretty much it.
That's a name you don't hear very often.
Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. It's so funny because they'll have like these older people on there, and that's all I know. I'm sure all the rest of these people are famous that the other night shows are having on, but
yeah,
I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
On regular TV tonight, you've got The Connors on ABC. Abbott Elementary is also on ABC. Celebrity Jeopardy and What Would You Do, all on ABC tonight. Survivor is on CBS, and so is Amazing Race. The Masked Singer, which is a fun show. Don't ever watch it unless you're willing to start watching it.
Yeah, because then you gotta see it through.
You're hooked, and you don't know why. Like, it's a guilty pleasure show for me.
Did you hear about Val Kilmer?
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Yeah, I was going to get to it.
Oh, I was a huge Val Kilmer.
But maybe others haven't. Well, we've got Val Kilmer news. I'm sure some of you have already heard. What to stream? Love on the Spectrum US. That's on Netflix. Great show. Donna got me watching that, and it's just a good show. And The Parisian City. That's on Netflix. That happens today too.
The Wheel of Fortune, man.
Wheel of Fortune.
We love the Wheel of Fortune, dude.
Pat Sajak's coming back for Celebrity Jeopardy. They haven't announced whether he's going to be the host or a player.
Celebrity
Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Ryan does a good job.
Ron's doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does good.
Keanu Reeves will return for John Wick 5.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
More killing.
A fourth Now You See Me movies in the works.
What is it? I don't even know what that is. Is that one of those scary, freaked out movies?
I think it's what's the guy's name? Not Mark Wahlberg, but somebody like Mark Wahlberg.
Nice. Oh, is that the magician one?
No, it's where he's like a ex-CIA agent, and they want him back, but he don't want to go back, or
But he goes back, doesn't he?
I think so. Steve Kornacki is leaving MSNBC for NBC News and NBC Sports. Be their chief data analysis, covering events like NFL football, the Olympics, and the Kentucky Derby.
Everybody's leaving the MSNBC.
Yeah.
What I hear.
Well, they're either having to leave MSNBC or take a huge pay cut. That Rachel Maddow, huge pay cut.
Yeah.
But Snow White is projected to lose $115 million. It is a complete bust.
Yeah.
It got number one the weekend it was out at only like $14 million. And if it's a big, huge movie like they thought this would be, $35 million is about where that comes in on the first weekend. This 14.
The people have spoken.
Yeah. Go woke, go broke.
That's right.
That's what they say. And they're proving it here.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer passed away 65 years old. And he looked bad in Top Gun Maverick. But I'm glad he did it.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yes, of course. Yeah, he looked a little puffy, but it was, it was good to see him.
Couldn't talk. I guess it was throat cancer that he had. Well, he died of pneumonia.
Pneumonia, yeah, I heard that.
But man, Val Kilmer was cool back in the day.
Tombstone.
Oh yes, he was.
Are you kidding? The Iceman.
Oh, the only scene I didn't like is when he does that bite thing. In the first Top Gun where.
Oh yeah.
And he's kind of like, he does that bite, like, why'd you do that?
Because he's the Iceman.
Right. What does it have to do with being the Iceman?
It's just that's his deal.
But as Doc Holliday. He killed. Well, that Tombstone is one of those movies that I could watch.
Yeah.
Anytime. Like
be your Huckleberry.
If it came on right now, I'd be like, oh, I got Tombstone's on. We
would cancel the show.
We should go watch that. Here's the color bars. Jennifer Lawrence and her husband, Cook Maroney, have welcomed their second child. So congratulations, Jennifer Lawrence. They already have a 3-year-old named Cy. And so this will be baby number 2 for Jennifer
Cy
Lawrence.
is the coolest name.
Cy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my middle son's name, and then also one of my best buddies in the whole world, Rocky Matlock's daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Cy, yeah.
Is it C-Y?
Hers is S.
Okay.
Cooper's is C.
I like that. Another baby news, Machine Gun Kelly has clarified that his newborn daughter's name with Megan Fox is not Celestial Seed.
He had to clarify that.
Yeah, well, some fans were speculating that was it. So it was all over the internet that that she's finally here, Celestial Seed.
Oh my god, old MGK.
Well, after the confusion, he wrote on Instagram, "Wait, guys, her name isn't Celestial Seed," adding, "Her mom is going to tell you the name when we're ready."
Okay.
But did say that everything's going fine with the baby, and the baby's good and healthy and all that, but not Celestial Seed.
Megan Fox and MGK.
Doesn't make sense to me, but
that's not like 2 tech basketball.
It's not near as adorable, is it?
Not.
Megan Fox was adorable.
Yeah.
And now I don't know. Now she's kind of scary.
Mm.
Little,
She's transformed.
But she's from Tennessee, so.
Is she?
Yeah.
I just found out that astronaut went to Tech.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
Butch.
that. Yeah, Butch. Do you know him?
No. I mean, I've met him before.
Yeah.
But I don't know him.
Yeah, I was watching the interview with Brett Baer, or whatever his name was, and yeah.
He's a
Mount Juliet
Tech graduate and a University of Tennessee graduate.
Yeah.
He's both.
Yeah, Brett Baer was trying to get him to dog Boeing, and they abandoned you, didn't they? And he was like, well, no.
Yeah.
Boeing, right before that interview, was like, here's a check.
Yeah.
If you say anything bad, you won't be able to cash it.
Right. You remember the whistleblowers? What happened to them, Butch?
Yeah. They ain't whistling no more.
They got died.
They got dead.
Yeah, they got dead. It's 6:45 now, and coming up, we've got a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting, and we'll get to those here just a little bit, and we'll turn the tables a little bit. We'll do Ask Jason. I think Sheila's gotten 3 right this week.
Man, if you get these right, dude,
they're hard questions because
it'd be impressive.
And we play Family Feud rules. So if you get close to that, they're not, Steve Harvey's not somebody where you have to get it exactly right.
Well, these questions are about women.
Oh, well then, I won't do it. Yeah. I won't do a look good then.
Yeah. Maybe you get a phone a friend, or maybe we get Sheila.
Yeah.
Text you.
She won't know either. She's bad at the women ones. She's way better at the men ones.
Is she?
Yeah. She's terrible at the women questions. I don't know why. But Sheila's like one of the guys.
Yeah, she is.
And I don't know if she means to be or not, but she's kind of one of the dudes.
Yeah, she is.
6:46 now. Hang out with us. We'll be right back. It's Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live this morning, as always, in the lovely Willow Window Studios. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Looking for talented individuals who would like to join our team? Contact us today. Visit tnelevate.com.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation, and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Attention men, here's a great way to have more fun in bed and save money. If you want to take something like Viagra, they can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Yes, $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men to improve their performance and confidence. You'll love them. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get 50 or more for around $100. You'll save hundreds of dollars off retail prices. That's enough to buy your date a nice dinner. Don't pay expensive prices for Viagra. Call now, order 50 or more of our blue pills, and pay as little as $2 a pill and save hundreds of dollars. Call anytime for confidential shipping.
Call 800-830-0715. That's 800-830-0715. Again, 800-830-0715.
Hey, how's your money situation? Are you ready for retirement?
I wish I could retire.
Well, if you want to know what the pros are doing to make wealth multiply and retire like royalty, then you need to listen to this show, Retire the Right Way, with Aaron Wright. Get your money right and tune in every weekend, Saturdays at 9 a.m. on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnofCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Well, not Sheila. I keep saying that. It's just that's a habit. But I imagine she'll be back tomorrow or the next day or something. But we have John Norris here with us. John, of course, John and his wife, Brittany, the owners of Willow Window and the Willow Window Studio, and beautiful studio here. And, man, a lot of great shows are coming out of this studio.
Man, we got, like, I don't know, 7 podcasts going.
Something like that. We'll for sure have 7. We'll for sure have 7 by July.
Yeah.
And there's several shows that are going to be coming on. Of course, most of the shows that get recorded here get on Hub Plus as well, and that's doing really well.
Yeah, we've had a ton of inquiries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're interested, just holler at us and we'll sit down and talk about your platform.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a beautiful studio here, and of course, you get to be in this cool building.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this is everybody that comes here is like, wow.
Yeah.
And they're like, how'd y'all do this? And I say, well, John and Brittany did this. we just
more
come here every
Brittany
morning.
than John.
Well, yeah, that's why it looks so nice.
Right.
Otherwise, it'd just be a bunch of cameras and wires everywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't have my...
Which honestly is how this whole thing started. It's like, hey, let's just set up a camera out there.
Yeah, that was my idea.
Yeah, mine too. And then all of a sudden it turned into this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have like football jerseys on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which wouldn't be so bad.
Oh, no, that'd be fine. That'd be good. Every day we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the real good. In a huge act of generosity, King Quality Roofing and Siding there in New York, they donated a brand new roof to the Veteran of Foreign Wars VFW Post 6249 in Rocky Point.
Good for them.
Yeah. That's cool. They have a Rocky Point, and we have a Rocky Point.
Yeah.
That's where I live. The one here, not New York.
Yeah.
The VFW Center's been struggling with a leaky roof, and when King Quality CEO Jeff Brett received a letter from Commander Joseph Cognatore requesting help with the roof, Jeff immediately knew he wanted to step up in a special way. He sent his team out to install a new roof free of charge for the VFW, because they're a nonprofit. Those VFW guys are getting older.
Well, there's more to this story. Commander Conatori says, "I need a roof."
Well, yeah,
you do
it. Yeah,
yeah, or you get cement shoes.
The commander said, "Do it." Yeah. So Jeff was inspired to donate the roof because both his grandfather and father were veterans.
Excellent.
Their sacrifices inspire me every day, Jeff said, and I'm proud that King Quality can give back in this way. Way to go, dude.
Man, that's fantastic. I remember going to the VFW hall.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was the goods.
Yeah, going and hearing all the stories and eating all the food. Like, I don't know where that food came from, but it was delicious.
Yeah, dude, it was so good. It smelled like Old Spice.
Yeah, a lot of Old Spice. Mahogany.
Yeah. And chicken.
Lucy Allen is a sophomore at Piedmont High School in California. Made a big impact on kids in the community by collecting and donating over 1,000 books to the East Bay Children's Book Project. Isn't amazing? And she's a sophomore. This impressive effort was part of Lucy's Girl Scout Community Service Award, and gives many children access to books that they might not have otherwise. So congratulations to Lucy for doing that.
1,000 books.
And also to the roofing company there, King Quality Roofing, and the CEO of that company, Jeff Brett, for pitching in there on the VFW. Y'all are real good. All right, so I'm ready for some questions.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so this is Ask Jason. I'll be playing the part of Sheila Scruggs today.
There's 3 questions.
Okay, yeah.
I wonder if we could take bets on this, like the over-under.
I'm sure you could.
I'll give odds right now.
I would take the under.
Okay. Question number 1.
Okay.
Jason. 66% of women would rather receive this than a marriage proposal.
66%. That's
66%.
That's a big percentage.
Would rather receive this
than a marriage proposal.
That's yeah.
Would rather receive a gift certificate. I don't know.
That's not right.
Not
at all. The answer is a job promotion.
Really?
Yes.
Does their boss have to get on one knee to do it though?
Yes. I expect when Sheila's back that this is going to be happening.
Listen, we've known each other a really long time. And I think it's finally time to do this.
Yes. You've worked here for 49 years. Number 2.
Uh-huh.
Only 20%
of
women say the best compliment they can receive is about this.
Their rear end. They all love that.
You would think so.
Every single one of them.
You would think so. 2 guys here in the Willow Window studio.
You would think. I mean, that just makes sense, right?
But yes, but it's not.
It's not it.
No, because you can't, like, it may be in the 80s or early 90s.
No, you can't do that to somebody random. But like somebody you know, you can be like, hey.
Like 20% of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to try it.
What was the answer?
Her purse.
Her purse?
Yes.
That's not even part of her.
It's an accessory.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not part of them.
Dude, if you told my wife, like, hey, Brittany, that purse, killer.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, besties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's got all those purses, man.
Well, I would never I would never do the first thing to your wife.
No.
I would never do that, just
No,
so you know.
No, she would be.
She would be really mad about that.
Yeah, she would be.
She would ask me if that's what Jesus would say.
That is exactly
And I'd
what
be like, well, I don't know.
Well, correct answer is no, he wouldn't say that. He would not. I can't even watch movies that are PG-13 anymore. What if Jesus came back and you were watching Howard?
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. However, Howard the Duck was, that's crazy, man. I watched that the other day.
There's a podcast called Kill Bill, and it's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be in Nashville this weekend.
Oh, cool.
And me and Donna are going. And so I hope the rapture doesn't happen this week.
Yeah, because you're not making it.
I'm not making it. All right.
Okay, number 3.
Last question. I'm doing terrible on these.
Yeah, you're over. What was the over-under? 1?
Yeah, right.
You could still win. Okay, 40% of women said they did this when they were younger. 40% did this when they were young. And think, like, young. Like, not like...
play with her mom's makeup.
No.
I have no idea.
They sell a lot of cookies.
Oh, they were in the Girl Scouts.
They were in the Girl Scouts.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, so 1.
They were a Girl Scout. Was Donna a Girl Scout?
I don't think so. She's not. I don't know if she was Girl Scout material back in the day.
What does that mean?
But she couldn't be tamed.
Oh,
that girl's Wild Mountain Honey.
Oh.
Y'all don't even know about Wild Mountain Honey.
She doesn't seem Wild Mountain Honey now.
No. We both calmed down quite a bit since back then. Yeah. It's elementary school.
Yeah. What was the other one? Girl Scout and
There's brownies. And if you're Baptist, there was GAs. They had their own GAs and RAs.
Really? Yeah. So you couldn't be a Girl Scout or a brownie.
This is News Talk
It's
107.7
Good Morning
and
Cookeville.
1400.
We'll be right back with the Upperman Boys basketball team.
W299 BY 107.7 FM and AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.
Republicans will have a little bigger majority in the House. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. After winning 2 special elections in Florida,
I have now gotten your vote because President Trump asked you to vote for me.
Randy Fine and Jimmy Petronas, backed by the president, winning 2 vacant House seats.
And I'm looking forward to working with him to help rebuild our military, to close the border, to keep men out of women's sports.
Now, they both won by about 14 points in heavily Republican districts, despite being far outspent by Democrats Gabe Valamont and Josh Weil. But in Wisconsin, a conservative backed by the president and millions of Elon Musk's dollars lost a Supreme Court race.
Yeah, I've called Judge Crawford and conceded.
I'm here tonight because I've spent my life fighting to do what's right.
That's Susan Crawford. Her victory will keep the court liberal-leaning, but President Trump liked one election result in Wisconsin, thanking voters on Truth Social for
enshrining the state's voter ID law in their constitution. Trump saying, quote, "This is a big win for Republicans, maybe the biggest win of the night. It should allow us to win Wisconsin like I just did in the presidential election for many years to come."
That's Fox's Brooks Sigmund, and this is what the president calls Liberation Day, announcing more tariffs later on imports.
The full details remain unclear, but what we know so far, reciprocal tariffs could be less than what other countries charge the U.S., and rates may vary depending on country. New tariffs could apply to all countries around the world. In sector-specific products, steel and aluminum, well, those tariffs have already been put on to 25%, and the auto import tariff is expected to start today. That's cars and car parts, and they will begin collected tomorrow.
Fox's Luke Tomlinson. Actor Val Kilmer's died. The star of movies in the 80s and 90s, from Batman, The Tombstone, to Top Gun.
You figured it out yet? What's that? Who's the best pilot?
Val Kilmer's daughter says he died of pneumonia at age 65. America's listening to Fox News.
It's tax season. By now, we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number, $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed. Save up to 40% in your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. That's LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY. Terms apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-687-7979. That's 800-687-7979. 800-687-7979.
Senator Cory Booker got some sleep last night after the Democrat pulled an all-nighter and then some Monday night into Tuesday with a marathon anti-Trump speech railing against the president's agenda.
Would the senator yield for a question?
Chuck Schumer, it's the only time in my life I can tell you no.
I just want to tell you a question. Do you know you have just broken the record? Do you know how proud this caucus is of you? Do you know how proud America is of you?
Booker, cheered by Democrats, his 25-hour-plus Senate speech broke Strom Thurmond's record from 1957. Now, today at the Senate, Republicans will hold a hearing like yesterday in the House, considering legislation to limit rulings by judges blocking President Trump's executive actions.
Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich was one of the guests at a House Judiciary Committee hearing on judges Republicans allege have gone rogue and acted as activists.
15 district judges effectively seized control of various executive branch duties in the first 6 weeks of the current presidency through nationwide injunctions.
It comes after a number of court rulings have shot down executive orders signed by President Trump. Democrats accuse Republicans of trying to intimidate judges. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks may drop. Dow futures down almost 200 points ahead of the opening bell. In baseball, the San Diego Padres are 6-0 for the first time ever after shutting out Cleveland. The Dodgers are doing even better.
High fly ball
deep left field. De La Cruz sprinting back. It's gone.
Mookie Betts powered Los Angeles to a 3-1 win over Atlanta on Sportsnet LA. The Dodgers are 7-0, the World Series champs. The Braves, they're the only team in the majors still winless, now 0-6. In hockey, the St. Louis Blues won their 10th straight game, while Alex Ovechkin scored again in Washington's win over Boston. Ovechkin is now just 4 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's NHL career record. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The State Department of Health has confirmed 4 cases of measles in Tennessee. The Herald-Citizen reported Tuesday that 2 of the cases are in the Upper Cumberland. The other 2 cases reported in the Mid-Cumberland region. The Department of Health said there is an ongoing national measles outbreak involving over 480 cases in 20 states. Cookeville may soon become one of just a few cities in the country using AI to improve traffic flow at intersections. The City Council will consider tomorrow purchasing the AI system contract for $69,000. It would monitor a total of 5 intersections throughout the city. The town of Monterey's Board of Mayor and Aldermen will consider next week a proposal to extend water lines to a number of homes near the Putnam-White County line. The town's water consultant announced Monday that the project would cost between $100,000 and $500,000. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. It's Jason and John Norris this morning. Sheila is out today. It's 7:06, a windy day, and some strong thunderstorms are possible starting tonight. We'll keep an eye on that for you as well. But right now, John,
look what the wind blew in.
Real life, in the flesh, state champion,
superstar
Upperman Bees.
Yes.
Hey, congratulations, guys. Are you getting tired of people patting you on the back yet?
No.
Coach, what was it like, being in Murfreesboro, and, the girls had been there, they'd won a state championship. This is the first time and how long for the boys?
Well, this is the first championship.
First ever.
Yeah. For the boys,
wow.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe because Upperman wins so much, know?
Yeah, we've been in the state tournament 4 out of the last 6 years, and but we were able to win.
What makes Upperman such a athletic powerhouse? I mean, every single sport, they're in it in some way. They don't win the whole thing every time, but every single sport is in the mix.
Sure. It starts with, first of all, the commitment of the athletes, but our community is pretty unique in that they really support their sports. They're proud of that. The administration of the school is proud of that, and there's an expectation there for our sports programs to try to excel and achieve at a high level. But we have really good coaches in place, and with the community support and administration support and that of the superintendent's office as well. I think we're in pretty good shape.
Absolutely.
Toughness. That's what I see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that, and coach, you're sitting in a pretty good spot. You've got a lot of guys coming back too.
We do. We graduate 2 guys, and we'll miss both of those. And having to replace those is not going to be easy. And 2 of them are with me here today, but they've been a staple of our program. We were we're kind of making a transition between. We were really good about 6 years ago, and then we had a spell in there where we didn't have any upperclassmen really that had any experience, and these guys were young players on that team, and really kind of
foundation players.
Yeah, they kind of built that bridge there between a state championship or state tournament team and getting us to where we're at right now. So we're really going to miss them, but we're definitely excited about the young guys.
Senior here on the end. Step up, guys. Let's talk to you guys. So I mean, you went through some times there, and you set the foundation for where you are today. That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it definitely is a good feeling.
You got to talk, man.
Yeah.
He shook his
so
head.
humble.
Yeah,
He's so humble.
So tell me your name and the position that you played and all that stuff.
My name's Evan Huddleston, and I was a guard.
Okay. And do you play multiple sports at Upper? It seems like
I
everybody.
play baseball.
Which is your favorite, baseball or basketball?
Basketball.
Do you like that a lot?
Well, Jason, they just won the state championship.
Well, no, but you could win a state championship and still like another sport better.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
I think you are.
Okay. Never.
Well, right, yeah. What's the one thing you're going to miss the most?
My teammates.
Yeah.
It's just great. Every year, even some of the down years we had, my freshman year was fun.
Mhm.
Every year was fun.
You make lifetime buddies.
Memories, yeah.
What's your plans?
I'll probably go to Tech.
Nice.
Where you going to be? You know yet?
Ag engineering, I think.
Ag engineering?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Well, yeah. Well, Tech's got a great ag engineering program.
They do. The best.
They keep expanding it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
so that's real great.
Yeah.
All right. Your name and
My name is Brenton Turnbow, and I'm a guard.
gotcha.
Nice.
Now, do you play multiple sports as well?
Right now, I'm doing track as well, and I played football too.
Okay. Which is your favorite?
I'd probably go with football for my favorite.
Football?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all are good at football this year.
We're pretty good. We're all right.
Yeah, you're all right. We won most of the games, but who was counting really?
What's your next move, Mr. Turnbow?
My next move, I'll probably go to Tech and major in business.
Okay.
Okay, so both future Tech guys.
Maybe
here.
the insurance business, huh?
I don't know about that.
Oh, well, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
That's what my dad's doing. I don't know if I want to go down there.
Yeah, you don't know if you want to do
Hard
that.
to fill those shoes.
Yeah, it's hard to fill the shoes.
JT.
Well, I mean, but with a business degree, you can do a lot of different things.
Yes, sir.
Maybe start your own business.
Yeah.
That's the hopes one day.
What kind of business you want to start?
I don't know. It's really up in the air right now. Whenever I do get out of college, whatever needs the most need and stuff like that.
Probably something AI.
Yeah.
If that's what it is.
Probably something.
Mhm.
Everything's going to be AI for long, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the window business.
I don't think the window business can turn into AI.
Maybe. Hey, if everything else fails for you guys, you could just always be that's what happened to me.
I got nothing left. What can I do?
Yeah. Plastic and glass.
Windows.
Yeah.
Everybody needs windows. All right. So Tech for you guys coming up, and that's going to be great. Are you excited about that? Are you excited about the high school part of everything being over with? Because really, we're not too far away from that graduation and all that. Are you going to feel bad about any of it, or sad about any of it, or are you like, heck yeah, I'm getting out of this joint?
I really enjoyed high school, honestly. I thought it was a great experience just with sports and schools and everything. But that was it for me. I probably will miss it, though.
Yeah, you will. You won't know. You won't like that first summer, but then you will.
Yeah.
And then it gets sad.
Yeah.
And you're like old. You blink your eyes, and then you're 50.
Yeah.
Having to get up at 2:00 in the morning because you think you have to pee.
Yeah. Sleeping all night with a TV on.
It's awful, man. Just live it up while you can right now. I'm just letting everybody in here know. Am I right, Coach, or am I right? Yeah. It's 7:13, and we'll be back with more of the Upperman Bees, the state champs. They brought a gold ball back to the Upper Cumberland from the Glass House in Murfreesboro. More of them coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
When it comes to instant things, you either like them or you don't. Like instant coffee, instant messaging, or instant potatoes.
Oh, these are awful. this tastes like paper mache.
But there's one instant thing we all agree on, and that's money.
Wow, this stuff is great. It's so green. Could I get some more?
So if you're a fan of instant money, play Instant Games. With 4 new games and chances to win up to $500,000, you could be on your way to some really fast fun. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
If you have automotive needs, Dependable Auto Sales and Service along with Colonial Automotive would love to help you. Whether it's towing or service, body shop needs, are you ready for a new car? We have everything you need, including the financing, including the warranties. It doesn't matter what it is, DAS is on your side. Please come see us at 1575 Interstate Drive right here in Cookeville, 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-7355, 24/7 at dasautosales.com.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland. Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Up front, honest, home.
Only 2 things in life are certain, death and taxes. Well, now there's a third certainty. If you're with Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, you could be saving a fortune every single month if you switch to my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company called Pure Talk. Now, that's right, Pure Talk, my sponsor, is cutting the fat from the wireless industry. For just $25 a month, you can get unlimited talk and text, 5 gigs of data on America's most dependable 5G network, and the average family of 4 saving over $1,000 a year when they switch to Pure Talk. That's real money in your pocket for the exact same service. And with Pure Talk, you have U.S. customer service representatives. They'll make the switch simple, fast, and free and easy. To do it, dial pound 250, say the keyword save now to make the switch. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. Pound 250, keyword save now, and start saving today. Pure Talk. Wireless by Americans for Americans.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Actually, it's Jason and John Norris today. Sheila is out. She had a little bit of a family thing she's taking care of, and that's her story to tell, so we'll let her tell it whenever she gets back. But she's fine.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. Upperman is the athletic capital of the Upper Cumberland. Really,
everything they dominate.
Seems like everything is a dynasty at Upperman. I mean, it really does. I mean, I know Coach is laughing, but I mean, it seems that way.
It's something in the water.
I guess. I don't know.
Give them fuel. Give them fuel.
Yeah. What did Coach Saban call that? Rat poison. Yeah. Here's some more of that rat poison. I don't think these guys care about that, do they? I mean,
no, they don't. I mean, we were ranked #1 from start to finish this year, which is the first for us as well. And it's very hard to do. Really, no team does that, I don't think, across the state. I can't remember that happening really. But anyway, we were ranked 1 at the beginning, and you couldn't tell the difference in November to anywhere. We just kept trucking. It was every day for these guys.
Well, it seems like winning is that's what y'all are. It's what you get off on. The winning part, right?
Well, there's expectation there. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean,
playing, they expect to win.
Sure,
I
yeah.
can tell you that. Whether it's regardless of the sport, but speaking from our program in the basketball, they regardless of who we're playing and who we have out there and that kind of thing. There's expectation. They expect to win when they're playing.
2 guys that are coming back next year, obviously big parts of the team, and play multiple sports as well as Bronston Chaffin and Mr. Basketball, Ty Cobb, all here as well. Bronston, let's talk to you first. From being the quarterback on the football team to going and playing basketball, what's some of the things you take from the football team being the quarterback onto the basketball court?
I just try to be a really good role player. I like to play physical, and I like to bring the energy, get everybody up and pumped, because if you play through energy, you're going to be a really good team.
I noticed that a lot of people would just like bounce off of you in basketball. You know, when you would bring the ball up the court, you know, be like people would try to steal the ball and be like, bing bong, and they'd just bounce off of you. I mean, that's are you putting a shoulder or something into them if the refs aren't catching, or what are you doing to them?
I guess I try to be a little bit more physical, because most basketball players aren't that physical, really.
Right.
Oh, calling them out. Oh, man.
I was like, that hurt. So, but is basketball your second sport? Is football your number one?
Yeah, football was number one, and then basketball is number two.
Now I know that you're not. I don't know if you are choosing colleges. Looks like you got a Georgia State shirt on. So, is that somebody? Have you already got an offer? Or
yeah, I have a few offers from some colleges.
That's pretty cool, man.
Nice.
How does that feel to get recruited like that?
It's good. It's good. All that hard work and everything's paying off, so it's good.
Football or basketball offer?
Football.
Okay.
Yeah. When you go on those visits, or have you started going on visits yet? What's that like?
It's good. All the
You're talking to two unathletic guys who.
Wait a minute.
Were you offered any college?
No.
Okay. So what's that like?
It's really cool, the experience and everything. It's it's a one of a kind to get a college, a program like that, to show you love and show how interested they are into you. So it's really cool.
So are you leaning to one already or no?
I'm gonna try to go through this summer and get recruited a little bit more, and then see what my options are, and go there.
How do you get the word out about yourself? That's always been something that's been hard to do in the Upper Cumberland. I think Upper Cumberland Reporter's done a really good job of.
Yes, they have.
That cinematic thing that they did of y'all's state championship.
That was fantastic.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. Do you think that kind of thing helps coaches find you?
Yeah, that and Twitter, and then just like having connections like outside, like in big areas like Nashville, Knoxville, going and training in bigger areas and knowing people that have connections like that can help you get connected with college coaches.
Seems like basketball has more of that than football. I know there's a lot of 7-on-7 places and camps and stuff you can go to get noticed. But, well, man, I hope you choose a good college to go to, one that I can root for.
Gotcha.
Don't go to Alabama or Florida or Georgia or Ole Miss.
You don't like them?
No, let's try to stay in Tennessee if you can.
No, Big Ten country. He looks like a Big Ten guy.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he would dominate. Heisman.
Yeah. Ty Cobb is here. Ty Cobb won the is it 3A Mr. Basketball?
Yes, sir.
And did you think that was something that you would win, or were you even paying attention to that? Or, and you can tell the truth. Totally, if I was you, I would have been totally paying attention to it.
I mean,
and wanting it.
Not really. I would just focus on my teammates and start the whole season was to win state championship. So
now you play football too, right? You don't? Oh, I thought you did.
Just basketball.
You play baseball?
I did, but I quit. Or I didn't quit, but I didn't try out my freshman year. So basketball.
So you're 100% basketball.
Yes, sir.
Now, have colleges started looking at you? It seems like I heard that they have. You got an offer from Tech?
I got 3 offers right now. For one from Tech, and then another one from Belmont, and then Northwestern State.
Oh, really?
Cool.
That Belmont deal. That's a big deal there.
A big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I think anyway.
Give me some of that Belmont money.
Yeah. So what? I mean, I don't know what to say to you, because just watching you, I mean, it's amazing. I mean,
Dude, that highlight reel.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like, why, how?
Ty, how tall are you?
Oh, like 6'2".
6'2".
But he plays like he's 6'8".
Yeah. gets
and
up.
it's really weird.
Yeah.
In a good way. That's what I'm trying to say is that, like it doesn't look like, and I don't mean this bad, it don't look like you should be able to do all this stuff. Right?
But
I mean, but he does because, he just looks like, just your normal kid.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden on the basketball court, it's different. And you seem so calm, but on the basketball court, you just flip a switch, or how does that work for you?
I mean, it's just emotion. Like Bronson said, we try to come out with energy.
Mhm.
Do energy the whole game, and then most of the time, whoever wants it the most and whoever's got the most energy is going to win the game.
Mhm.
That's what we try to do.
What do you do anything like special, like any sort of practice? I mean, and guys, what did you get the big head after you won the Mr. Basketball? You can be, come on, Bronze, you can tell us the truth.
No, that's kind of a nickname we had for him all year. We'd always call him Mr. Basketball. And
I see.
So, really happy with what you said.
And what was really cool, and this is just outside looking in, but normally when you have a quote star player, they're kind of the ball hog, and you're not a ball hog. I mean, I've seen you pass it,
Yeah,
and set up somebody else on your team, and then the rest of your team does so good at setting you up too. I mean, you got some really good. The assists on your team. How many assists did you have on the year, Coach? Do you know?
No, but we were averaging right at 17.
That's
incredible.
That's a big number, right?
Absolutely.
And so it was really neat to watch all of that. Because you wouldn't have won Mr. Basketball without any of these other guys.
Right.
Absolutely not, because they had to work to get you the ball. But y'all, so entertaining to watch this season, man, and it's going to be cool to watch both of you progress next season as well. So I'm excited. I always like watching high school basketball.
Yeah.
But y'all were so fun basketball to watch.
Hey, Coach, when you win the state championship like that, your next season, how tough is it to go into the next season with these kids?
Well, we've been talking about that just a little bit with me and the coaches, but for right now we're focusing on celebrating what we've just done.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not looking too far ahead, but we know we have a lot coming back. We're excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just going to celebrate with.
And you're going to get everybody's best now.
Oh yeah, you're everybody's Super Bowl.
We feel like we've been getting that.
Have you? Okay.
For some time, honestly. But for sure, there's not anybody that is not going to know that.
What about schedule? Do you rearrange the schedule now?
We're looking for games right now.
Okay.
And I don't say that bragging, but I mean it's not at all. It's difficult, especially when your program's at a certain level, but then also your girls' program is at a certain level, because we try to play everything double headers, and it makes
because the girls, I mean, they're no joke,
No, absolutely, and it just makes it a nightmare. We lost two. Really 4 games that were automatically on our schedule due to the district scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 of those teams moved out, and now we're searching and trying to find the right mix.
Can you travel? Can you go like down south?
Yeah, we do. We do. We always we go out of state for tournaments in around Christmas time, but we definitely have to travel.
Coach, I'm thinking the Maui Invitational for these.
Oh yes.
Well, if we could talk Willow Windows into really kind of
funding that. I think as long as me and John could go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
See how I threw myself in there.
Yeah.
We'll carry it live. We'll do it. It'll be we'll do whatever it takes.
I'm gonna have to sell a few more windows.
Yeah, guys, sell some more windows for Willow Window here.
Yeah,
maybe but there's your first NIL right there.
There you go. Does a T-shirt count as?
I don't know if it does. Maybe a mug or something. I don't know. Well, congratulations again. I know that the pats on the back are going to continue for a while, but don't believe in that rat poison.
No.
What are there any celebrations that are going to happen?
Yes, we actually tomorrow we go to the school board, and they're going to recognize us there, and then doing a county commission meeting at one time that we're going to do a little celebration at school whenever we get kind of things organized.
I got you.
We're hosting a fundraising event tomorrow night or Thursday night at school.
Okay.
It's a dinner and a silent auction. So
is that open to everybody?
It's open to everyone. Absolutely. We'd love to have you guys there.
And that helps fund the basketball team?
Yeah, it's trying to pay for the stuff that we want to get these guys for. I mean, you don't win a state championship every year.
Plug that again. When is it? Where is
It's Thursday night from 6 to 8 at the high school in the auxiliary gym.
Yeah, come on out to that.
What do they need?
You can just buy a ticket at the door, and that's it, and bring your money.
I need money, Jason.
What are you going to buy with it?
We have silent auction items.
No. I mean, what are you going to buy with the money you make from
Oh,
the
I'm
silent
sorry.
auction?
Well, we're going to buy. Yeah, we're going to buy our rings. We've got. Yeah, these guys are wanting to go on a celebration trip.
Yeah, take them to the beach.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've got there's lots of apparel we're buying them. We're going to buy new uniforms with a state championship logo probably.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So and I got to get these two seniors something special as well because they won't be able to wear those uniforms. So we're going to take care of everybody, but we're looking forward to seeing what we can get for them. So we want to celebrate this in the biggest way because you never know. It's the first one in my career.
Yeah.
You could or could not. It's hard to get to the state tournament, let alone win a state championship.
I'm sure you've been asked this question, but you obviously your wife is the girls basketball coach and won the championship a few times.
Yep.
But did she have anything when you're going into it? Was she like, hey?
100%. We leaned on that experience because if you've never been to the state tournament the first time you go, you're just it's a whirlwind for you.
Yeah.
Fortunately for both programs, we've been a lot. But going into that state championship game, now you've got TV timeouts that you don't have before. You've got, the pre-game stuff leading up to the game itself as far as interviews and phone calls and that kind of thing. So you have to be able to manage your time while you're there. We went up on Tuesday for the Mr. Basketball celebration and then stayed there, practiced the next day. So we were kind of accustomed to what we were doing. These guys travel a lot, so they understand what the expectations are. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. But absolutely, we were able to I guess lean on that experience a little bit that Dana and them had in the past.
Well, congratulations again, guys. It's awesome. It's not easy to win a championship in any way. So to be able to do that is a really awesome feat that you've accomplished. So congratulations on all that, and look forward to next year.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having us on.
Hey, and if there's any way we can help, let us know. When I say we, I mean Willow Window.
There you go.
Okay. It's 7:32 now. Stick with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville live here in the Willow Window studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The State Department of Health has confirmed 4 cases of measles in Tennessee. The Herald-Citizen reported Tuesday that 2 of the cases are in the Upper Cumberland. The other 2 cases reported in the Mid-Cumberland region. The Department of Health said there is an ongoing national measles outbreak involving over 480 cases in 20 states. Cookeville may soon become one of just a few cities in the country using AI to improve traffic flow at intersections. The City Council will consider tomorrow purchasing the AI system contract for $69,000. It would monitor a total of 5 intersections throughout the city. The town of Monterey's Board of Mayor and Aldermen will consider next week a proposal to extend water lines to a number of homes near the Putnam-White County line. The town's water consultant announced Monday that the project would cost between $100,000 and $500,000. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. On UCR last night, the Upperman Bees baseball team beat York Institute 7-2. The Bees didn't register their first hit of the game until the 5th inning. Alec Wilson got the win on the mound, going all 7 innings and tossing 13 strikeouts. Steph Curry led the Golden State Warriors to a 134-125 win against the Grizzlies yesterday. Curry scored 52 points and hit 12 threes in the win. With the win, the Warriors overtook the Grizzlies for 5th place in the Western Conference. Elsewhere in the NBA, the Magic beat the Spurs 116-105, Bulls over the Raptors 137-118, and the Knicks beat the 76ers 105-91. Nathan Eovaldi of the Texas Rangers threw the first complete game shutout of the MLB season last night, shutting out the Cincinnati Reds 1-0. Eovaldi allowed 4 hits and struck out 8 on 99 pitches. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Brewers beat the Royals 5-0, Angels topped the Cardinals in 11 innings 9-7, and the Rays shut out the Pirates 7-0. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
Residents voicing their concerns for a plan to create a Memphis-Shelby County Schools Advisory Board. It's reported the Shelby County Board of Commissioners held a meeting Monday with plans to vote on an advisory board resolution. Residents voiced no confidence in the current board, showing support for a state intervention. A bill is moving through committees that would allow for a state takeover at MSCS. A vote was not held on the advisory board, which will be up for further discussion. Meantime, a teenager accused of stealing multiple cars now in custody in Nashville, with Metro Nashville Police reporting the 17-year-old was arrested this past Friday after being spotted in a stolen Mercedes SUV. Investigators say the juvenile had a loaded handgun and a window punch in a backpack. The teen is also wanted in Rutherford and Williamson counties for similar crimes. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
This is a guided meditation on parenting. Begin by finding a comfortable, relaxed position. Let out whatever stress is in your body. It could be from the time you left your daughter's blouse in the dryer too long and it shrunk 4 sizes, or when you donated her private diary to the public library, or when you thought chaperoning the school dance meant actually dancing in the school dance. Whatever it is, let it go. The fire you started with that experimental dinner, let it go. The time you drove away from the gas pump with the gas pump, let it go. 3, very relaxed. 2, there you go. 1.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
4 cases of measles confirmed in Tennessee. With the first case in the state reported March 21st, 3 new cases have now been confirmed, one of them related to the very first infection. The USDA has canceled food shipments scheduled to arrive between April and July in East Tennessee. $722,000 in food was funded by the Commodities Credit Corporation, which is under review by the Trump administration. The 377,000 pounds of nutritious food would have filled 21 tractor trailers, which provides food assistance to families. Second Harvest Food Bank says Eastern Tennessee will be immediately impacted, with food banks unable to serve those who need food assistance. Residents are encouraged to hold food drives and provide donations to area food banks. Meantime, the National Distracted Driver Awareness Month underway, as well as Operation Hands Free. Law enforcement officers will be looking for distracted drivers holding or using their phone in any way. A first offense is $50 and increases to $200 for distracted driving. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. A wind advisory will go into effect later this morning. Winds will be out of the south today at 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 45 miles per hour expected. Skies will be partly sunny with highs soaring into the lower 80s. Thunderstorms will be possible tonight. Storms could be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes possible. Lows will be very mild in the upper 60s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:38 now, and we've got Elizabeth Andrews is here. Tennessee Tech's Window on the World is coming up. It's it's a great event that Tech always does. I was trying to explain a little bit of it to John Norris, who's here this morning, and
You had me at window.
well, yeah. So, but I'm sure you do a whole lot better job of explaining what this event is. So, if you give us a rundown here.
So, pretty much Window on the World is a festival. It's an annual festival that Tennessee Tech has done for the last, I want to say 20 years, that they've done to make aware of the culture and the diversity of the staff and the student body at Tennessee Tech, not only on Tennessee Tech, but also engaging our community as well. So we have a lot of displays of culture. We have people who are doing arts and crafts, and we have vendors that are within Cookeville and in the Upper Cumberland area that come to share a part of their own culture and a part of, who they are. And so we have performances, we have the vendors, we have culture, we have arts and crafts. It's just a huge event to get people from our community engaged with Tennessee Tech.
How long have you been involved with this Window on the World?
So I started when I was a student 2 years ago, and now I've graduated. Now I'm just working on, getting the word out there and just trying to promote this event because it holds such a close place to my heart. Yeah.
What's some of the cultures that are represented? Like really,
Yeah.
like, and how far?
So any continent really you can think of, we have cultures from there. We have an amazing foreign exchange program at Tennessee Tech where we get a lot of our students that are involved with this event. So I know some of my favorite ones. I love it when we have the Bangladeshi performers. We have people from India. We have people from China. We have people from Brazil. We have people from Africa. We have a lot of student unions on campus who are really involved as well.
Are they going to have food?
Oh yes, 100%.
Oh, come on.
The food, I think, is it's the draw, but that's and that's not even what you remember after you've been there. Like you'll go and be like, man, I'm going to try out some different foods and have a big time. But then once you go, you do try the foods. But then once you see they'll have some native dance from some place, and then you just get completely enthralled with that. So that beats the food out by the time you leave.
Man, that's cool.
All the other cool stuff.
Are the students involved in that? Like the
Yes.
cooking and all
Yeah,
that?
so we usually split it half and half. We have, I want to say about 10 vendors that are just within the Upper Cumberland area. And then we have about 11 or 12 actual student clubs or unions on campus that decide to participate. They get special permission through Tech, and then they participate. They're allowed to make food and sell it if they want.
And obviously they're going to bring their A game. They're going to bring their favorite.
Oh
from
yes,
home.
of course. Yeah, they bring their favorite from home, whatever they ate growing up, that comfort food, and so we get to share that. We get to enjoy that too.
Yeah, I'm all about that authentic food.
Oh yeah.
Man, and it's delicious too. I mean, even stuff that you wouldn't think to eat normally, is like, it might even sound weird, and a lot of it does. But I don't know, there's something about being there at this event that you're a little bit more open-minded to things. I don't know what it is about this particular event that makes you be like, yeah, dude, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll try anything, and then you end up doing it, and you're like, I really like this. And then you start making it at home even, and having this dish that you learned about from a completely different country.
Yeah.
And, or continent or whatever, but it's delicious stuff. And then all the other stuff that you can see, the arts, the who was it last year that did the dancing? Was it it was an Hispanic?
Yeah, so we had a Hispanic group that danced. We also had an indigenous group that danced. One of my favorite is we have the Chinese dragon dance. They do that on the main quad. That one is just so much fun, and it's a beautiful, beautiful display.
Are they going to be selling stuff?
Yeah, so some places will sell stuff. That's usually going to be in the nursing building where we have our arts and crafts, where you can go in there and buy pre-made, arts and crafts that are related to whatever culture that the vendor is from.
Food, swag, dancing. I'm in.
Well, and you learn a lot too, and you learn that we're not all that different.
Right.
Someone like me, I haven't been. The only time I've been out of the country was Canada. Yeah. That doesn't count.
That's not even a real place, is it?
I don't, and so I've never really been out and explored many places. John has. John's been several different places on mission trips and things like that.
Well, what an honor for the kids too to be able to showcase their culture where they could. That's a very proud moment for them, I'm sure.
Yeah. I know that it's something that a lot of our kids want to be involved in. That sometimes we actually have to turn people away because we're so sorry. Like we have too many people, that are trying to get involved. But we try and keep it as diverse as possible with as much representation as possible.
Now, did you start this? How did this?
No, absolutely. This has been going on for I want to say 20 years, and like very, very long time.
And you barely been going on 20 years.
I know. Yeah, I was in diapers.
I've never
when
heard
this
it.
started.
We need to market this, Jason.
Well, dude, I mean, it's packed every year.
Oh yeah.
I guess so.
It's just us cultured people that know about it. I apologize for John.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, you're all good.
Not very, very cultured.
I'm not.
We're live here in the Willow Window Studio, 7:45. We'll talk to Elizabeth a little bit more about Tennessee Tech's Window on the World coming up on Good Morning Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Looking for talented individuals who would like to join our team? Contact us today. Visit tnelevate.com.
Join Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity for their Dream Builders Putnam Luncheon, Tuesday, May 13th from 12 to 1 p.m. at The Edge at Life Church. You'll get to hear from donors, homeowners, and volunteers. Admission is $25. And if you're interested in being a table host, please reach out to Casey at 931-528-1711, extension 6. It's Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity's Dream Builders Putnam Luncheon, May 13th, 12 to 1 at The Edge at Life Church.
Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation provides programs and services for patients in need in our Upper Cumberland community. Learn more at cookevilleregionalcharity.org. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal.
For the love of Tennessee at dawn. For the love of the fight. For the love of having nowhere else you'd rather be. For the love of Tennessee. Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Gentry's Power Equipment, your trusted Exmark dealer in Cookeville. For over 35 years, Exmark has been pioneering innovation, offering legendary durability and unmatched cut quality. Whether you're a professional landscaper or a homeowner, our range of commercial and residential mowers is designed to meet your needs. Hurry in for 0% financing for 48 months on select models, just in time for spring mowing. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville, where big boy toys are their specialty.
It's tax season. By now, we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number, $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed. Save up to 40% in your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit lifelock.com. That's lifelock.com, promo code CLAY. Terms apply.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow. Thanks, Dad. Doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 20% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Well, actually, it's Jason and John Norris. Sheila is off today, taking care of a few things. I'm hoping she'll be back tomorrow, but John's doing a great job, so thank you for being here. And, of course, you're going to be here anyway. It's your business, so.
Yeah. When in Rome.
Yeah. Window on the World. Elizabeth Andrews is here to tell us about it. We were talking about all the different cultures and about how in America we kind of lump everything together. You know, if we're going to a Mexican restaurant, here's what we expect. If we go to a Chinese restaurant, here's what we expect. But when you really start getting into it, and honestly, window in the world is what, taught me this, is that especially the Hispanic culture is, there's Hispanic food, but it's all different in some ways. Like, you're not going to get the same food from Guatemala as you are from Mexico. I mean, there might be a little crossover there, but it's completely different food, completely different taste. And I didn't know that going into my first window in the world. But it's not just Hispanic culture; it's Asian culture. It's any culture, and if you think about it, it's just like America. The South has different food than the North or the West or mid. I mean, everything's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so that just kind of blew me away. I don't know why I didn't think about that beforehand, because we do the exact same thing here, but it just doesn't feel like that, I guess.
Yeah, well, sometimes I guess it's just we don't really think about those kind of things until we're, face to face with it. It's something that it does really apply to us. So it's like, oh, you experience it, and it's like, wow, they're not, so much different than what I know. And getting to experience everything that's normal to them, and also, getting to maybe share that, the study abroad students who come here, this is also something to be like we see you, we prioritize you, like we want to learn about you as much as you want to learn about us. Yeah.
I bet they think we're weird too.
They probably do.
And we are.
Yeah, they go to the restaurant where their food is, and they're like, "Wait,
this ain't it."
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a huge disappointment?
Yeah, I've done that. I've been in other countries and ordered a cheeseburger, and it's like, this is not a cheeseburger from Wendy's.
Yeah.
What was the difference?
Just tastes different.
Yeah.
Just different. Yeah. Like everything's, when you go to another, it's like respectful to try their like going to this event. It's, they're proud that we're, let's try this. Let's buy this, That's why we got to do it, man. We got to promote these kids, and it probably makes them feel a little bit better about being away too, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably because they find communities on campus, and then they see engagement with, this place that they're not as familiar with, who, takes time out of their day to try and learn something, or, maybe promote, the vendors that they have there. And
What's your favorite food there?
Ooh.
'Cause I'll tell you, I'll run people over for street corn.
Yeah.
I love it. I'd never had it before in my life, and just happened to be going by a Hispanic street fair.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they've got corn on the cob. And I'm country, I was like, I think some corn on the cob, that'd be delicious right now. And I didn't
Next level.
I didn't know about street corn. But when they gave it to me, I was like, that looks weird.
Yeah.
But I ate it anyway, and I was like, I'm never eating anything else with this ever again. It was so good, great.
It is good, man. That taking.
Yeah.
But I mean, what is it? Hispanic food for you too?
It's probably Hispanic food. I also love our Hungarian and.
So what kind of food is Hungarian?
Gosh, I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell you. I just know that it tastes good and that I go there every year. That's about it. Yeah, I should know by now, but yeah.
I don't think London or England, they never make a good showing on the food stuff.
Fish and chips.
Their food's pretty nasty.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah. But Hungarian, I didn't even think about them having their own types of food. I guess everybody does.
Yeah. What's your role? What's your main role?
So, my main role this year is basically I'm just working with social media and marketing for the event, trying to get the word out there. We've had a lot of attendance in the past, and so I'm really just trying to get as many people to come experience this as possible. And in the past, when I was a student, I was just running our information tent, setting up the day of, if anybody had any questions about what was going on, I was the person that they would go to.
What about sponsorships?
Sponsorships. So we don't really take a lot of sponsorships as far as I know. Mostly our sponsors are, like, we're a Tennessee Tech organization or a festival that is sponsored by Tennessee Tech and funded by it. So we don't really take sponsorships, but I'm sure that that's something that we'd be open to in the future.
Would you be open to renaming it Willow Window?
You know, I can take that to my supervisor and we'll talk
that's
about
all we
it.
could do, really.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can take it to the supervisor. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many different organizations do you think is involved this year?
I want to say easily over 30 because, yeah, maybe even over 40.
So is that 30 different nationalities or 30 different regions of the world?
Yes, so I know for a fact that we have representation from every single country in Africa and every single country in South America that are just a part of our clubs. Yeah, so just that alone I know puts us at a high number. And then we have some, give or take, in, Latin America. We have some in Europe and Asia.
And does everybody do a food, or do they get to pick if they're going to do a craft or a performance or a food or all three, or how does that work?
So you kind of have to sign up beforehand. So a lot of our clubs that are, just there to promote, like, oh, here's some information about my culture and my country. A lot of them can also sign up for food, but we don't provide the money for that food. So if it's Tennessee Tech students, they would have to provide that. Other than that, though, you basically just let them know what you want to do.
They need to know they need some food.
Yeah. Oh,
I love everybody, but
yeah.
So Tech being the best engineering school in the world, and then also the most affordable school in the world, and just basically in the best city in the world. Is that a huge draw for a lot of students from across the pond?
I think so. It kind of surprised me growing up here. I was like, oh, it's just small town Cookeville. There's nothing great about our town except I love it. It's my home.
Right.
And then you go to you become a student there, and then you see that there's a large population of study abroad students. People want to come here, and it's for a lot of our really big programs like engineering, and we have an amazing nursing program, and that's something that I think that really draws those international students.
Yeah, the growing up here, I mean, that's one of the great things about having Tech here in town is that you can be in a small little town in Tennessee, but you can still learn about all these different, because Tech brings so much culture here. I remember they brought Up With People here whenever I don't know if you even know what that is.
No.
But it's Up With People's this traveling group of people from all over the world, and different countries, and then they would do performances. And because of Tech, I remember being a little kid and going and watching this and being exposed to so many different things. And Tech does such a great job with that, about bringing those cultures to life. And honestly, I wouldn't know about hardly any of that stuff without Tech. And I think it's a great thing. You find out that you have so much more in common with people from all over the world than you thought, because everybody just wants the same thing. They just want to live a good life and eat good food.
And I've been blessed to go all over this place, and I tell you, it is crazy the amount of people that know Tennessee Tech.
Oh yeah,
it's insane. Like, I don't remember where I think I was in Columbia. Oh, Cookeville, that's Tennessee Tech.
Oh yeah. You can't go anywhere without meeting somebody who's been through or has some sort of connection. Hey, Elizabeth, before we get out of here, I want to find out some times. Do you know the time of when the Dragon Dance will be?
Yes, so the Dragon Dance is going to be at noon. So it'll be at noon. It'll be on our main quad. We have performances that are going on at the quad and inside the Bell Hall.
And this is free to come to, right?
This is absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is you can purchase food at some of our vendors. But other than that, everything is free.
It's a great event, and
yes, it is Saturday, April 12th, so it's next weekend from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah.
Gary.
Yeah, I'm ready to eat some food. I mean,
I get small bites.
yeah, you absolutely should just fill up with 100%. I made that mistake the first time I went. Ate a bunch of the very first one and then had to skip the rest. Just gotta save room for Strickland. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.
Good morning, Cookeville. Been live this morning at the Willow Window Studio. We'll be back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.